All right, well, I'm at Old Speck Mountain. Gonna go up there somewhere, I think. Lots of clouds on top. It's 1,900 feet or something. Probably no switchbacks because we're in New England. While I can still breathe, I'm gonna do this Old Speck Trail. It's the Appalachian Trail going southbound from Route 26 up Speck Mountain. I know this area is some of the harder hiking on the whole Appalachian Trail, so I hope I make it to the top, but we'll see. I'm not in the greatest of shape right now, but do the best I can do. I think people, when they reach this point, they're literally like under 200 miles from Mount Katahdin. All right, we'll see. Off the bat, you come across a stream and a little stairway across the other side from it. I should mention it's a gorgeous day. It was like 64 when I started. It was a nice breeze. So there's, the breeze keeps. I haven't had any mosquitoes or anything yet because the breeze is nice at keeping them away. Starting to climb up some rocks now. These will be fun on the way down. It's kind of nice though because they're almost like stairs, the way they have them set in here. Don't have my trekking poles, so I'm doing this hands-free just about. All right, gotta keep climbing for a long time. I'm only like not even a quarter mile in, I don't think. That's pretty cool, little cascade there. Here's that same stream a little further up the trail. This is flat. That goes up, way up there somewhere. Oh, it's tiring, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty. Further up there. My last few hikes, I keep having these thoughts that, I'm not thinking positively. I kind of go like, I give myself an out, like I'll go as far as I can, or I'll just go till I'm, be smart and turn around if I get too tired. And I'm really not having a good mindset of finishing. I set a goal. I want to climb before I got interrupted. So I want to set that goal, and then I get out there and it just seems like I bite off more than I can chew a lot, but I got all day today. I'm going to try to go slow, take rests, try to get up there. I'm just over 3 miles from the top still. But, if you're not used to walking straight up these mountains, your body and I've been sitting around for the better part of June and July, so I'll just keep making my way and we'll see what happens. But I've got to have a little bit better mindset. Some trail work right here. One of these wooden steps that they put in. They're probably slippery, but there's rocks in between each one. All right, this is the typical part of the trail I remember in Maine, is just all the roots like a moose jaw or something. It's pretty heavy. Look at those teeth. That's interesting. Came to this little rocky outcrop. Getting a little bit of a view out there and then way up there. You can see way out there.
Time 50
out there,
minutes.
you got those stupid windmills ruining the landscape. I mean, this would have been just beautiful. It is beautiful, but those definitely take away from it. Here's an even better view. I don't know if we end up there or I have no idea what that is. This is gorgeous. Look at this right here. Straight down. Some more ledges up there. I wonder if I go past that eventually. I'm guessing I go somewhere up in that ridge way up to the top of that thing in the distance, but I have no idea. I didn't really do a lot of research on this. I just thought it'd be fun. Way down there is Route 26. I know I'm gonna jinx it, but it's gotten a lot more tame elevation-wise since the beginning. But I know I have a lot of elevation still to gain, so we'll see. I got about 2.7 miles to go to the top, so maybe it just gains gradually for some of it. I just hope there aren't a lot of ups and downs where you lose your elevation, but that always happens anyway. All right, just met some nice people who were doing the eyebrow trail that intersects with this, and they said there were rungs and cables they had to hang on to and a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, keep going. I feel like based on the slope to the right and to the left that I might have made it close to the ridge, and then I'm seeing all this this granite that is the trail. So my guess is yeah, I think I'm definitely on some kind of ridge. I like it because it's almost flat, but I'm sure I'll be climbing again soon. It's pretty. You can see like the sun on that there and evaporating the water. You can see like a little bit of mist almost, or cloud, or makes almost like fog or smoke, like the Smokies. Sat down to take a little break and eat some goldfish. Look at how dense this forest is up here, and the trees really aren't that tall. There's a lot of lichens on them. I just do want to say something. This little backpack I just bought at Walmart, it's a Ozark Trail. I don't know what it's called, but man, for a tiny little pack, it's pretty nice. It's got two big side pockets for holds a big smart water bottle, 3 zippered areas. Pretty nice little pack. Whew. Well, I think I'm about to head up like one of the first bumps on the way towards the very top, and then I think from here I just continue like kind of just going up like that towards the top. So maybe I'll have an outcrop I can look again and see where I'm at. Whew, pretty good hike so far. I think I'm almost 2 miles in. It'll be nice when I get within a mile. Ciao. All of it's been uphill though, to be honest. I hope I have a lot of energy left. I can't wait to get to the top. I'm gonna make myself some ramen, and I got a Snickers bar in the bottom of my bag. Yeah. All right, so it says Appalachian National Scenic Survey marker, do not disturb, but it doesn't tell me where I am. But look out there. That's the other side of the mountain, the north side, or I don't know what that leads towards, but mountains. All right, so it appears I'm on the top of one of the first bumps right here. There's let's see, there's the top right through there, I think. And I'm on top of this first bump. I'm going downhill, and then that bump right there, and then I gotta go pretty far up over there. So we'll see. I just went up over the second bump. The trail's pretty rough now in spots. I think the further you get from the parking lot, the less well they're maintained, to be honest. But it's not bad. It's just, you know, going up the hills. There's a lot of water. It's funny because the trees, a lot of them, when they're up there on top of the hill, the trunk is completely soaked when you touch it, because it's like they're catching moisture out of the air all the time. So you even rub against like the fir tree and you get water droplets on you, even though it's not raining. But all right, looks like we're about to go up another bump. We'll see you in a bit. Just over a mile from the summit. I think unless it goes over this, I think I'm on my last bump before I actually start climbing that ridge. So, and look at that awesome, I don't know if that's natural. I hope that's natural. All right, 1 mile to go. I don't know if you can see out there. Pretty gorgeous. Top of another bump. Just about 3 miles in, just shy of 3 miles in. Which leaves us, I think, 0.7 to go. This is flat right here. It's nice. Ooh, check out there. So there's the top through the trees. Let me see. There's the top up there somewhere. And then that's a nice view of all the mountains to the west, or to the south, I think. Whew. All right. Continuing on, getting close. Pretty proud of myself right now. I really didn't know if I had it in me, but I think I do. All right, later. Just had to take my visor off. It's pretty windy. Whew. That's beautiful. Look how short the trees are now. All right, I think I got about just over half a mile left. Come on, man. Well, I'm guessing this is it because there's a fire tower. I'm gonna go up in that thing, get some video. I go straight up there. This is unbelievable. There's Sunday River, or Mount Abram maybe. Guessing that's the Androscoggin River. That could be a lake too, I'm not sure. Another beautiful lake way out there. Another lake way out there. This is a beautiful, beautiful view. And there's those stupid windmills ruining it all. Look at this. This has to be one of my most beautiful views I've ever had on the AT. Unbelievable. That may even be Mount Washington way out there, because we're not that far from New Hampshire. Could be Mahoosic, I don't know. It's a pretty straight up and down ladder, I'll tell you that. Little trees up here are really pretty cool because they're short and it's kind of flat at the very top of Old Speck Mountain. I'm officially peeved. I brought my stove, my gas, ramen, and I left the matches in the car. Hopefully somebody will come along and they will have a lighter so I can light my stove. I have other food, it's just I was looking forward to having that ramen. Oh well. Keeping with tradition, since I made the summit, Snickers. Still mad I didn't bring my lighter or matches. I didn't bring a fork either though, so I would have to drink my ramen. Oh well. I climbed the fire tower one more time just to get this shot. Cheers. All right, I'm done up there. Had a little snack. It's 1:19 p.m. It took me, I'm not sure how many hours to get up here. But anyway, it's probably going to be slow going down too because I don't want to slip and fall on a root or something because it's wet and a little slippery and a lot muddy in places. I'm wondering if this is a side trail.
Time to
interrupted again. I just passed a couple people, but I don't see any blazes. I'm wondering if this is a side trail to the top, because I did see that sign and I just assumed it was like a double blaze AT sign, which made me think maybe the AT just goes up over that. Okay, so that's confirmed. I just passed the guy that him and I talked briefly near the top, and he continued following the AT, and I followed the sign that said Old Speck Mountain, not even knowing it wasn't the AT. But now that I think about it, there weren't any blazes. But I'll tell you, I bet you AT hikers, a lot of them probably don't take the 0.3. You know, to them it's not worth it to go see that fire tower, but I hope that they do. If I run into any, I'm going to suggest like it's totally worth it. I know they've seen a lot of beautiful things up to this point, but I thought that view was pretty spectacular. All right, gonna make my way down. It's pretty flat up near the top, which is nice, but I know there's a few steep spots, slippery spots. Hopefully I can make a little better time. I know I'll be a lot less winded. My muscles will be tired, but I'll be a lot less winded. And I'll try to film some on the way down. I know I'm always bad about filming anything on the way back. I just get trucking and I keep moving. So, all right. Ooh. Trying to avoid some mud. All right.
time to
So right around this corner, or right here, this gets to be one of the steepest parts. Like, look, that's straight, and then it never does justice on the phone, but trust me, it's super steep. I think I'm over the first bump, or I'm almost to the where you go after the final push of the summit. You know, there were all those little bumps I had to go over. I think I'm on my way on the backside of maybe one of those. I'm not sure, but the going's been easy, obviously, downhill. My feet are still pretty dry, so I haven't taken that freedom step, you know, where you step in mud and then your foot's soaked, so then look, what's the point after that? So I've been avoiding the mud, which does slow you down a little. But if I ever take a freedom step and get soaked, then I'll just walk straight through the mud puddles, because there's no point in trying to keep my feet dry at that point. And it's a little faster just making your way through them. Oop. It's not like, in all honesty, like, it's not like I'm gonna have to camp out tonight and you know, put on wet shoes in the morning. So I don't really care if that does happen. But all right, I'm going up now over one of those little bumps. I wish it was all downhill, but it never is, and it's only flat for a short distance. And then, oh, this one's pretty steep. This actually sucks. All right, gonna put this away so I can huff and puff and climb this 50 feet or whatever it is. Oh, back to these ledges. I don't remember there being that much downhill on the way up, but it seems like I've climbed a lot, even though I'm going down. You know, the other thing that's weird is every time I look at the top, you can't see the fire tower from down here on the trail. So I don't know why you can't do that, but anyway, now I got some downhill. Downhill's nice, but I mean, you still get tired. Your legs get tired, not your wind. But all right, probably about 2 point something miles to go. Definitely back in the tree rooty area. You got to be real careful going down these so you don't catch a foot. I used to follow this hiker. I used to read his blog. This is years ago. His name was Rusty Bumper. And he was 70 miles from the summit of Katahdin. He was somewhere in the 100-mile wilderness, and his legs slipped through a rock. Body kept going. There was a root across that his leg slipped under. He snapped both leg bones, and had to be airlifted out. And he didn't finish the trail until, I want to say, a year or two later. He came back and actually finished it. But it can go that fast, you know, if you're careless, if you're slippery, just a simple freak accident. So, looks like I'm back on some dirt now, finally. Dirt and rocks. I'm almost to the turn, I think, where I start going back the other direction. I'm almost off it kind of went as a big, like around the mountain kind of went around a corner. So I had to climb up first.
Time 4.
Climb up, then next to the stream a lot. Then I finally crossed the stream and went back to the right. And that's why I got those first views from those ledges. Then I went sort of to the left from there, back towards the way I was going, and then all the way around that ridge, all the way to the top. So this is a little tricky here. The good thing is these rocks. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, just got a calf cramp. These rocks are, believe it or not, they're not slippery even when they're wet. And I always feared, like, every time I see these videos of these people walking on these granite rocks and they're all wet, I think, man, they're just like so slippery. But these ones aren't. And I say that now and I'll probably wipe out, but so yeah, they're not really slippery. The roots are a little slippery, but not bad. The dirt's been good, but make no mistake, this is pretty rough trail. I don't even know how I got up this thing. Oh, I probably walked over that way. I'll do that again. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put this away so I can focus and not pull a rusty bumper. Oh, my legs are pretty tired, actually. I may cook that ramen in the parking lot just to get some salt in me. All right. I think I'm got to be about 1.5 miles, I'm guessing, from the car now. All right. See that root? Something like that. You slip, boom, snap. All right, I've made the turn. That means the summit's over there. I walked all the way down around. Now I made this turn up through here. Man, I'm not gonna lie, my legs are pretty tired. But I'll make it. I think I'm under 1.5 miles to go. Well, I really don't have a choice but to make it, but you know what I mean. I haven't rested either on the way down, except for had a couple drinks and talked to a couple hikers a couple times. That was about it. Pretty cool big boulder over here, left over from the ice age, I'm sure.
Time 4
hikers earlier, and I was 1.07 from the start. This eyebrow trail goes down that way. Apparently that's the one with all the cables. So I'm going that way, and I'm 1.7 miles from the car. And I don't even know what time it is, but I will figure all that out when I get there. Cheers. I don't really need water because I'm almost to the car and I have a Gatorade, but That'll be a good spot to get it. Especially over there, right near that thing. About 3/4 of a mile to go. Ooh, I'm a half mile from the car. I've slowed down quite a bit. My left knee is really, hurting every time I step down on the outside. I think it's because, well, number one, I normally use trekking poles. But, you gotta see, hold on, I'm gonna flip this around. But I remember the beginning of the hike being pretty steep for a while. So like, I'm just like, every step down is kind of, painful to my outside of my left knee. It's not injured, it's just sore from...
Time 4 hours 50 minutes. Distance 6.38 miles. Average pace 45 minutes 23 seconds per mile.
Yeah, I'm obviously not going fast on these conditions, but I just as my legs get fatigued, I guess gotta slow down and be careful, because this is the time when you roll an ankle because you're just too tired. I'm not used to hiking 6 miles, which, it's not the distance in this one, it's the terrain and the climb and the descent are both pretty stout. See, the outside of my knee really hurts when I do that. All right. Hopefully I don't know how long half a mile will take me, but hopefully I'm there soon, and I'll just walk flat around the parking lot for a while to have a cool down walk. Everything just hurts every time I take a step down. It all just hurts. But it was an awesome hike. I'm very happy that I made it. Happy that I did it. Wish I had my trekking poles. But all in all, man, definitely one of the most beautiful hikes I've done, especially in a long time. But all right, I'm gonna put this away so I can finish this nonsense with all these freaking rocks and going up over them. All right, bye. All right, I am just about done. I'm on some flat. I hear people talking. Going up a different trail. I could hear cars driving by or motorcycles. So, I see a sign now that says what's it say? Eyebrow Trail. And this one says Old Speck Mountain. Okay. So, essentially, I'm done. A few more steps to the parking lot. We'll see if there's any through hikers that are hanging around. I'll give them my ramen so they can...
Time 5 hours. Distance 6.69 miles. Average pace 44 minutes 49 seconds per mile.
It's going to end up being 6.8 miles, I believe. It was 3.4 to the tower. So I can see the parking lot now. All right, so anyway, as I was saying, maybe I'll give, if there's any through hikers hanging around, I'll give them my ramen. So, because I think the next town to resupply is Andover, coming up over the next couple mountains. Oh, they're doing trail magic in the parking lot. All right, I'll see ya. Bye. Oh, this morning, I don't even recall seeing those ledges right there. Huh. But they're there. And I look way over, went all up that. In the parking lot. I don't even think you can see the summit mountain because it's being blocked by this first one. But yeah, heck of a hike in the car. It's not exactly one big waterfall. It's more like some rapids. I guess it drops a total of 98 feet over the course of this little slot down here. I don't know. Ugh. I wouldn't exactly put a sign on the road for this, but that's not me to decide. I don't know if this is the fall. I think it's a little better through Auger Falls. Goes down that. Look at the erosion. I gotta go look over here. That's pretty amazing that it goes down this cavern all the way. Comes out over there. I bet you that rages in the spring. You don't really see a river hemmed in by rocks like that very often.